Greetings to the lecturer, Sir Tony Paridibagam. Before starting the discussion, let me introduce you to the members of my groups who joined hands in completing these assignments. Among them, ALYIA NASEHA binti MADZALAN and SHARIF HAZIM bin Muhammad Nur SIDDIQ. Well, I will hand it over to ALYIA NASEHA to start the discussion. Please, ALYIA.
As always, every discussion starts with an introduction. Financial administration is an important branch of management in national administration. Effective financial administration will have comprehensive implications for the country's economic, social, and political development plans. Therefore, the function of the state in providing services to the people will be able to be implemented more fairly and efficiently. Financial administration connects the country activities and resources, and this requires effective country management and is influenced by the economic, social, and political process and structures of a country. The structure of the country financial administration before the formation of the Malaysian government has changed because the country functions and goals have increased. If it used to be during the British rule, the function carried out by the country at that time were limited to the economic and financial sectors, which are very trade-oriented. Spending to development and country is not an important agenda in managing spending is only meant for government operation at the time. The term financial administration consists of two words, finance and administration. The word administration refers to the organization and management of collective human efforts in the pursuit of a conscious objective. The word finance refers to the monetary resource. Financial administration refers to a set of activities that are related to making available money to the various branches of an organization to enable it to carry out its objects. So that's all from me. We may proceed to Hazim.
Hello, my name is Sharif HAZIM bin Muhammad Nur SIDDIQ. I am here to talk about the initiative that has been taken by the government to cushion the impact of high cost living here in Malaysia. Some of the initiative that has been taken by the government is by creating more jobs for the citizen. One of the program that has been launched by the government is the Jamin Kerja program. The program has created more than 400,000 jobs for citizens. By creating this career, it has helped the unemployment rate here in Malaysia and also the reduce of the poverty here as well. The reason why is because since people have jobs means they have income. Then the income they can use on to spend on their family and themselves to improve their life. This program, the Jamin Kerja program, has cost the government 4.8 billion ringgit. Huge help for a lot of Malaysians, especially the one who has very impacted during the COVID-19 MCO. If that also been taken by the government is by giving subsidies to the fuel industry here in Malaysia, such as the Road 97 petrol, the diesel oil, and also the liquefied petroleum gas, also known as the LPG. This helped to reduce the burden to ease the price burden for a lot of Malaysian, especially for the middle class and the lower class family. The reason why the government has given the subsidies for the country, for the citizen, is because Malaysia has enough funds to subsidize the cost, because they have other industries that give a lot to the country economy. That it means the country doesn't only rely on oil as their main source of income. For example, the tourism industry, the food industry, and the car industry. With a lot of industries that has here in Malaysia, it has helped the government to subsidize the oil. And if the country did not subsidize the oil prices here in Malaysia would increase by 32% on average. It will have a huge impact to a lot of citizens, especially the lower class families, because their income that is very low, or at least average income. I think that's all that's some of the initiative that has been taken by the government. Hopefully the government can find a way to improve the country economy and reduce the cost of living here in Malaysia, so the burden of the citizen won't be stressful for them to live here. I think that's all. Bye.
Other than that, Malaysia should take measures to control the rise in food prices amid inflation. This explains that Malaysia is facing inflation and the government is putting in place measures to control the rising food prices. Malaysia Consumer Price Index rose 3.2% in December 2021 compared to a year earlier, mainly due to increasing food and fuel prices, according to government data released on the last day of 2021. To mitigate the higher prices, the government should take steps to stabilize price on what we consider as the crucial food items such as rice and meat. By the way of subsidies and by way of other assistance, the government should make sure that people can buy food items and essential at the prices that they can afford. To achieve monetary stability, our Monetary Policy Committee (MPC) sets monetary policy that keeps inflation low and stable while supporting economic growth. The MPC also sets monetary policy by changing the overnight policy rate (OPR). So, as a conclusion, good financial administrative greatly affects the country's financial system and economy. Among the most emphasized is the high and lower cost of living, or in other words, inflation and deflation. But what we have discussed is related to the high cost of living towards citizens of Malaysia. So the 4 initiatives were produced that introduced Malaysia's government to cushion the impact of high cost of living towards citizens of the Malaysia, which are creating more jobs by launching the 4.8 billion ringgit Malaysia Jamin Kerja initiative that has created 40,000 jobs. Other than that, subsidizing RON 95 petrol, diesel, liquefied petroleum gas LPG that has cost 28 billion ringgit Malaysia. Third, Malaysia also has taken measures to control the rise in food prices amid inflation. Last but not least, Monetary Policy Committee (MPC) sets monetary policy to keep inflation low and stable while supporting economic growth. When inflation is low and stable, it means that changes in the overall level of prices are stable and predictable. This is important because if prices keep changing and are hard to predict, it is very difficult for households and businesses to plan how much they can spend, save or invest. This will then affect economic activity and growth. When prices increase, go out of control, it hurts your purchasing power. High and volatile inflation affects everyone, but it hurts lower incomes household the most. Compared to the higher income group, a larger share of their spending is on essential purchases like food and housing. High inflation also makes it harder for business, which may face higher costs to produce goods services, or lower sales if the high prices affect consumers' demand. This can affect business sales and profit. When prices keep changing, businesses also find it difficult to plan and invest for the future.